China, I'm going to go back to China again, has been poisoning the streets with fentanyl through Mexico, through our borders. Is there anything more we can be doing? I don't think anyone disputes the fact that fentanyl is poisoning cities, not just around the border, but all the way up the entire nation. What can be done differently?
I think Mexico's well on its way to being a failed narco state. I don't think AMLO has either the disposition or the ability to take on the cartels. I think they're dragging their feet. I think he was hoping for a modus vivendi, where he'd sort of leave the cartels alone as long as deaths, they wouldn't, kill as many Mexicans. That hasn't worked out for him. So the United States is relegated to working through Mexico to try to deal with the cartels, and I think that's a losing proposition, because I don't think the Mexicans, at least with this administration, are serious enough. I think they have to be forced and pushed into action with us. I think we have to be more active against the cartels. In my mind, we have to approach the cartels more like ISIS and less like the mafia. And the idea of a case-by-case prosecution down there to stop these organizations would be like going after, ISIS and Syria on the same basis. They are effectively terrorist organizations. They are increasingly building their connections with terrorists. They are paramilitary. Their paramilitary can take on the Mexican military, and they have so much money they can corrupt any system. The justice system down in Mexico, even a normal everyday murder, is about a 4% chance of getting caught and prosecuted. It's a dysfunctional system. So in my mind, the United States cannot have these cartels operating on our border, poisoning our country. Over 100,000, it was 70,000 when I took office. And we had it actually knocked down for a couple of years. But now it's over 100,000.
And why is that?
It's poison. Fentanyl is poison. It's not trafficking drugs. It's like sending poison over and having Americans play Russian roulette with it. People don't even know what's in the drugs. They've hooked a lot of the country on this cheap methamphetamine, markets that have never been subject to methamphetamine before, and now they're lacing the methamphetamine with fentanyl. They're lacing other drugs with fentanyl, including
where's
cocaine.
the will? Like everyone seems to be on the same page that this is a crisis. Where's the will, or how do we stop this? Or will it stop? Is it that we have so much dysfunction within our own government and politics that this is not going to get stopped?
So we've always been, in some ways, we've been out of sync. When we have a country that's willing to take action in South America and willing to go toe-to-toe with the cartels with us, we're frequently out of sync, and we have administrations who aren't willing to do it. Colombia was a success for many years because we were both working in sync. Medellin and Cali were both pretty much destroyed. But right now we have a Mexican government that wants to be about hugs and not bullets, as he says, and this administration certainly isn't interested in going after the cartels. If anything, they've essentially abandoned the border to them. So I think it always comes down to a question of will. It's like violent crime rates. We can reduce violent crime. We know how to do it. It's not rocket science. Most predatory violence is committed by the same people, career criminals, repeat violent offenders. You get them off the streets. That's how we got it down 22 years in a row after 1991. Same with the drug war. We can reduce supply. It's most vulnerable at the point of origin. It's almost all now originating in Mexico, or it's at least distributed from Mexico. And we could deal with the cartels, but they now have a government that's sharing national sovereignty with the cartels. You can't do anything to the cartels unless you tell us first about what you're going to do and what your evidence is and so forth. And of course, you lose all your sources and you're operationally throttled.